So you're at home watching TV and the news outlets are just screaming at you,
"These are crazy times. The stock market is plummeting. We're in a recession."
Let's face it, that is how they make their money. So the question becomes, what exactly do we do in a recession time? With our investments, our automated transactions, our financial plans, what forward motion we could have. And so that's what I want to address in this 4-part series talking about what to do in recessionary time period. In this first video, we're going to be talking about your investments. We see those red numbers coding the news media. We see it even when we go to check our balance, and it creates a panic within us that makes us want to fix the problem. However we can do it. We just got to fix that angst that comes on when we see those red numbers. Is that really the best thing to do? Well, today I'm going to be giving you 4 tips of what you can do in this time period with your investments. The first tip is to stop looking at your balance daily. I know, you keep hearing all of these financial advisors telling you to stop looking at things. But here's the deal. When you're trying to lose weight, do you step on the scale every single day? No. Likewise, it is that way with our investments. The more that you step on the scale or checking your balance daily, the more anxiety you are stirring up within yourself, and the more likely you are to take an action that you should not be taking. Number 2, check your return percentage as compared to the S&P 500. The S&P 500 is one of the indexes used to report how the market is doing as a whole. It's the one I like to look at, so that's why I'm referencing it here, but some people like to look at the Dow or the NASDAQ. So as you'll see on my screen, I'm pulling up Morningstar and I'm clicking on the S&P 500. I'm scrolling down to find the year-to-date number right here. So then you're going to open up your investment statement and look at the loss that you've had for this calendar year from January to present day. So the reason you'll want to compare your investment return versus the S&P 500 return is that it gives you kind of relative how you're stacking up against what's happening in the market. The third thing that you can do is ask your advisor if they are pleased with how the account is performing. Nobody wants to see negative numbers, but when it comes to setting up investments, advisors have all different types of investment options. And usually an advisor will take your risk tolerance, so the amount of risk you're willing to take on, and match a portfolio to that. So that will inform how much stocks or how much bonds they should be having in the portfolio, and kind of gives them an idea of how it should perform in a time such as this. So if the legwork was done at the beginning with your advisor to set up your portfolio to be matching to your risk tolerance, it should be stacking up the way that they expect it to in this type of market. No, it might not be pretty, but at least you can hear from them, yes, it's doing what I want it to do, or no, it's really not doing what I want it to do. If your advisor is recommending an investment move at this time period, the first question you need to ask them is just, if I make this investment change, does it compensate you in any way? This is a time period where some advisors, some investment companies use scare tactics to get you to move your money. And anytime somebody is using your fear to make an investment move, well, I just question the integrity of that decision. Understanding that they do or do not get compensated can help you understand if it's a completely unbiased decision or if there is a little bit of bias built in there. It doesn't mean that you don't make the move. It means you might get a second opinion or sit on it a little bit longer until you make sure that you feel completely comfortable with the recommendation given to you. Item number 4 is to look at your cash position. The market has dropped a good amount, and if you were planning to invest some money and you have it set in your savings account, now is a great time to be getting into the market because it's discounted substantially from where it was 3 months ago. That will be something to discuss with your advisor to see if now's a good time for you with your current situation, your financial plans, to step in, to get that money working for you. All right, friends, that's all I have for today. Thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate it as always and for accommodating me at my home. Has your advisor called you and talked to you about how your investments are doing? Have they checked in? If not, and you want someone to have a conversation with, you're welcome to give me a call or visit my website and set up a time to meet. I'd be happy to have that conversation with you. We humans are nimble. We are resilient, and this recession ain't got nothing on us. And so we're going to survive and thrive. And until next time, you take care.